From split-second jumps to multi-phase boss fights. Welcome gamers and adventurers to 13 of the hardest games that redefine what hard really means. Each title forces you to learn every pattern, master every timing window, and face consequences for even the smallest mistake. Get ready to test your skills and grit as we count down the hardest games that will leave you sweating bullets. 13. Sifu. You are a young martial artist on a personal quest for justice against a secret syndicate. From crowded back alleys to rooftop courtyards, each stage tests your combat skills and teaches you new techniques. Enemies come in varied fighting styles. Some rush with powerful strikes, others throw projectiles, and elite opponents combine both. Every defeat visibly ages your character, reducing your health but increasing your strength. So you must weigh each decision. Press on aggressively or fight more cautiously. Learning to chain light and heavy attacks into fluid combos while timing parries to stun foes is essential for survival in every skirmish. 12. Lies of P. In a dark city modeled on late 1800s Europe, you awaken as a living puppet seeking to become human. The streets are patrolled by mechanical soldiers and monstrous toys gone mad. Your arsenal includes swords, pistols, and clockwork gadgets, all of which wear down and must be maintained. Resource scarcity means you can't simply reload or repair at will. You decide whether to push forward with damaged gear or backtrack to stock up. Combat encounters force you to adapt on the fly, switching between defensive stances and rapid strikes to exploit enemy weaknesses. Your moral choices, whether to help survivors or harvest their parts, shape both your character's abilities and the city's fate.
You can lean on me if you want.
11. Hollow Knight. You explore Hollow Nest, a vast underground kingdom seemingly abandoned after a mysterious infection spread among its insect inhabitants. Armed only with a simple nail and impulsive bravery, you venture into twisting caverns, grand city ruins, and sunken temples. Along the way, you find charms, tiny relics that augment your abilities, such as extra jumps or stronger attacks. But each charm takes up a limited slot, forcing strategic choices. Challenging bosses inhabit hidden arenas, each with distinct attack patterns that you must learn through trial and error. Unlocking new movement skills, like dashing or wall climbing, opens up previously inaccessible areas, encouraging thoughtful exploration at every turn. 10. Cuphead. In an old-timey cartoon world, you play one of two siblings who owe their souls to the devil. To repay the debt, you fight through a series of prize-driven boss encounters and run-and-gun levels. Every boss fight has 3 or more phases, each introducing fresh attack patterns, and can briefly parry pink objects to refill your special meter. Lives are precious and restart points few, so you quickly learn to read each boss's tells and time every dodge with split-second accuracy. 9. Ninja Gaiden. As Master Ninja Ryu Hayabusa, you uncover a plot that threatens Japan's safety. Combat is relentless. Standard enemies attack in waves, and even minor foes can block or deflect your strikes. You learn to perform wall runs, air jumps, and ninpo spells, but these tools come with a stamina cost and a learning curve. Bosses wield massive weapons and unleash wide-area attacks that force precise movement and rapid counterattacks. 8. Devil May Cry. 3. Dante's Awakening. You experience Dante's origin story, facing down legions of demons unleashed by a betrayal in the demon world. Combat revolves around 2 gauges, health and style, encouraging aggressive play to build high combo scores. You unlock multiple fighting styles, and top scores require seamlessly switching between them mid-battle. Each boss is essentially a puzzle. Learn their multi-stage move sets, exploit occasional stagger windows, and manage limited healing items. The game's very hard mode increases enemy aggression and toughness, rewarding only flawless runs with the highest rankings. Number 7. Bloodborne. You assume the role of a hunter in Yaharnam, a city afflicted by a plague that turns citizens into beastly creatures. The game's central mechanic is rally. When struck, you have only a moment to strike back and recover lost health, pushing you into bold, close-quarters combat. Trick weapons, like a cleaver that shifts into a saw blade or a spear that extends, require quick adaptation to enemy types. Firearms allow you to interrupt attacks, but ammunition is scarce. Boss battles mix horrifying designs with unpredictable patterns. Success demands patience, precise timing, and the courage to stay on the offensive even when outnumbered. Six. Dark Souls. Dark Souls challenges you with tight stamina-based combat, where every swing, block, and dodge drains your stamina bar. You navigate interconnected areas filled with hidden shortcuts and dangerous enemies. Checkpoints called bonfires are few, and dying sends you back while costing you collected souls unless you retrieve them in one attempt. Boss encounters demand precise pattern recognition and patience. The sense of accomplishment after overcoming these hurdles keeps players coming back despite repeated failures. 5. Super Meat Boy. Super Meat Boy delivers instant death platforming that tests your reflexes at every turn. Levels are packed with saw blades, collapsing floors, and moving platforms, all requiring frame-perfect jumps. A single mistake sends you back to the start, but the quick restart keeps you focused. Hidden warp zones unlock secret worlds, adding more layers of challenge. Mastering each level's optimal path and maintaining rhythm under pressure are essential for progress. Number 4. Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash syncs fast-paced platforming to an electronic soundtrack, requiring one-tap controls for jumps. Obstacles like spikes, moving blocks, and gravity portals appear in precise rhythm with the music. Missing a single jump or beat resets the entire level. Community-created custom levels push difficulty even higher with new mechanics and tighter timing windows. Success demands memorization of every obstacle placement and flawless timing in sync with the track. Number 3. Elden Ring. Elden Ring expands the Soulsborne formula into a vast open world where you traverse fields, dungeons, and castles on horseback or foot. Combat still relies on stamina management, guard counters, and varied weapon skills. Major bosses like Millennia and Starscourge Radon feature multi-phase fights with complex movesets that punish hesitation. Limited fast travel points force careful route planning, and hidden areas reward thorough exploration. Overcoming these formidable challenges offers immense satisfaction. Number 2. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice focuses on posture-breaking combat rather than simply depleting health bars. You must time parries to interrupt enemy attacks, creating openings for death blows. Prosthetic tools, such as grappling hooks and loaded umbrellas, add tactical variety but require precise use. Healing items are scarce, making every encounter high stakes. Boss fights like Genichiro's require near-perfect deflections and swift follow-up strikes. Stealth sections and vertical level design further challenge your adaptability. Number 1. Nioh 2. Nioh 2 places you in a fantasy version of late 1500s Japan, blending fast swordplay with supernatural yokai battles. Combat revolves around ki management. Exhausting your ki bar leaves you vulnerable, so you must balance offense and defense. You can switch between multiple weapon stances, each with its own movesets, and equip guardian spirits that grant powerful skills. High difficulty Woeful and Awakening missions introduce relentless enemy variations and environmental hazards, Mastery of stance switching, skill combos, and spirit abilities is required to conquer the toughest challenges in the series. That concludes our countdown. These 13 titles represent the peak of gaming difficulty, pushing players' skills and patience to their limits. Good luck taking on these brutal tests. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already to not miss our next video. Until next time, peace out.